This is part 2 of this is part 2 fixing the world. Okay, so that looks like that. Okay, Africa did okay. First power. The USA will only get this mode. China will get this sun part. Not that much to be fair, but India will gain this part. A whole big country is spawned by here. Another big country is spawned by here. Decently sized country was spawned by here. One by here, one by here. Not the biggest. Not a fan of that one. That's not a colony, alright. Okay, you know what? Do that. I'm just gonna call that in. Okay, so now let's get back to colonies. This is the... Oh my god, Greenland. What the hell has happened to you? What the hell has happened to you, bud? Jesus Christ. You look ugly. You look very ugly. Dude, I'm not even doing these correct. Dude, what the hell is this, man? Okay, you know what? Just add an outline. Try adding an outline. Please try adding an outline. Piccioni macchino. Okay, now now let's see. Cool stuff. First of all, in China we get the Koreas, and Russia, this country would join up. As well as this country would go independent from China, as well as this part. Okay, the world is not that fixed, to be fair. Let's connect you guys. Oh my god, you guys. What is going on in Greece? Holy crap. Okay, Europe. The Austrians have to come back. But smaller. To be fair, they're gonna be smaller. But they're gonna have new land. As promised, they're gonna get all of this. As them, they are pretty cool. Not gonna lie, this will probably would end up bad. And also, what the hell is this? I don't like that. Greece looks weird. That Greece looks weird. That Greece looks weird. Oh my god. Poland, Germany, Czechia, Slovenia. Ukraine, Belarus. You guys, and that's about it. And you get a review as your own country. Maybe split into more countries, actually. This is Brittany. This is Paris. This is southern France. And this is Corsica. I'll split up on the Norwegians and the Swedish and the Finnish would unite. All of them would unite. As well as Denmark would join up. Like that. Like that island. They're dead. Throw some more water in. These countries heavily rely on other countries, so let's just draw a new border, because this is what the new border looks like. And then we just more countries just spawn in Russia. More and more countries spawn here. causing the world to be completely different. To have a whole we're gonna have a whole shift. Let's grab Madagascar. Madagascar is going all the way in here in the alone in the Indian Ocean. And over here, it'll be like this. And now Madagascar is alone with their islands. With these islands disappearing and recoming as new islands. These new islands connect with okay. They don't connect, but they get close to connecting. But the Madagascars leave this area, and actually tribes live here, so it's actually unclaimed area. So it's shown as gray, as unclaimed. This means that technically, no people actually claim this land. It's like Antarctica, so no people claim that. No people really claim this country. This country isn't really that real. No. Japan, let's connect you. That would just make you bigger and more united. Let's grab this. Let's grab that. Let's grab that. Let's grab that. And let's grab that. Okay. This southern part is gonna be connected with Jeju and that, making this land. Korea would obviously not be united. North Korea would unite though. China and Japan would have some conflicts over this land. Yeah. A new rebel pops up here. A rebel pops up by here. And this rebel actually joins Caspia to make a new, stronger country. This rebel is like red. Yeah. And these guys all go to war. So let's see the war, shall we? The blue countries hold on. The blue countries go. Hold on. The blue countries go and expand over here. Go over here. Go over here. First of all these guys are included here. First of all, the Caspians go out, and these guys just easily claim over this land. But these guys, the Kazakhstanis, cut off this entire thing. So it's an equal battle, but when the capital gets captured, the whole thing collapses. So let's see a peace treaty. Okay, so let's see the peace. So yeah, this is what the peace treaty looks like. Kazakhstan. I'm gonna show the red is Kazakhstan. The blue ones are independent, and the green ones are taken over land. The Pakistanis didn't take in land, but whatever. Okay, so this is looking pretty something. After all this stuff happens, China actually gets stronger. So this actually makes a lot of countries mad, especially India. So we see a new layer pop up called the Alliance layer. So let's see the Alliance layers. So we see the India's making the circle lines. The Indians making the circle lines. The countries that are joining this alliance are including Mongolia, Japan and South Korea, Philippines, and Vietnam, Burma and Vietnam join in. So all these countries hate China. China says, well, we're making our square lines. This alliance includes Pakistan, Iran. These Russian countries are forced to join in, so they join in. The Chinese somehow convince a random country, which is one of the trusty old alliances. Yeah, I'm gonna show you right now. So these African countries, China somehow convinced them to join the alliance. These random African nations join. So yeah, Sudan also joins. So China is trying to counteract this. Well, let's get rid of that alliance later. After that, the world can just continue to be a world. Yes. Well, this part just gets independence. Like, this part really wants independence, and they get it. And now, all of this land is not recognized by the UN or any organization. So this is not actually claimed. It's like Antarctica. No country actually claims Antarctica. It's just trying to be claimed. It's like this one. It has wildlife, so nobody's actually allowed to claim it. But in North America needs some new land. So the USA decides to make new land by here. The USA will take all the stuff from here and go back to our country and take it. Canada's like, hey, that's our stuff. The USA, this was Alaska we had back then, so it should be our stuff. But Canada says it's closer to us, so it should be ours. And this is like a background fight. Like troops here, like troops are here, and they're staring, they're fighting each other. It's like something like this. There's this small part where there's no troops. And the USA thinks smart and goes navally because Canada has a horrible navy in this universe. And USA goes to war with Canada. So the Americans make the first move by invading up and up and up until they take all of this stuff and take it for themselves. The Americans slowly go through. The Americans easily wipe out this entire area. And it's now a slow one invasion. It'll be like this. This part will surrender. And the USA will come closer and closer and closer until this all ends. And we look at a peace treaty. So let me just draw a peace treaty up. So in the treaty, Canada actually is a puppet state. And Canada really needs someone to join in them, and nobody accepts, except for one nation. One part of Greenland is so desperate it's so random that this random part of Greenland decides to join Canada. And this doesn't really help Canada, but it's cool. They have sea land more now. This world is kind of weird because, well, yeah, this part of the world is kind of collapsing. So this part is like It's like this. Like this. It's like this. It's like this.
Kıvışı önüne abi gay bahseydin kendi kumbayı kışıra abdül karıştı var. İdin karıştı. Nasıl da aşırı karıştı. Bir şey yapsın hani şöyle kardeşim. Anne nasıl da bir aşırı 게. 근데 그건 어떻게 문제야?
Bunty. Bunty. You Bunty, come over here. What is 6 times 4? 4. 6 times 4. 4. 6 times 4. 4. Oh, 6 times 4. 4. Okay, guys. I don't know you watched that, but whatever. Yeah, it's kind of awkward. Sudan just also Sudan kind of like did something like this. They kind of made like a new trading route, but the Sudan doesn't want to have all this. Really, like Sudan has most of this land. Some of this land gets independence, which the students don't care. These two can get independence. These two decide to unite. They're called Crosta and Slavonia y Croata. Just say that. Every time you see that country, remember that line and see it. Okay, so yeah, the world looks something like this. Pretty weird, huh? Also, Tasmania. There's gonna be a bridge between Australia and these islands. Like that. Australia also makes a bridge between this and this. These two make a bridge. Yeah, the bridge. This bridge goes to here. Now let's make our own bridge later. Yeah, we don't really need a bridge later. I hope we have it. There's a bridge through here. And there's a bridge through here. And there's a bridge through here. Because there's part 3 coming.